So, I will be talking about communication process within families. First of all, what is family? A family is a group of two or more people that are related by blood, marriage, adoption, step or fostering, and who usually live together in the same household. This includes newlywed without children, gay partners or gay couples, couples with dependents, single moms, or dads with children, siblings living together, and many other variations. This the family is a fundamental social group in society. Family communication refers to the way verbal or nonverbal information is exchanged between family members. Communication within the family is extremely important because it enables members to express their needs, wants, and concerns to each other. Open and honest Open and honest communication creates an atmosphere that allows family members to express their differences as well as love and admiration for one another. The family communication process. The communication process in the family involves who says what to whom, when, where, how, factors that affect the family communication process, instrumental and effective communication, or clear versus marked, or direct versus indirect communication. First, let's talk about industrial and effective communication. Instrumental and effective communication. Instrumental communication is the exchange of factual information that enables individuals to fulfill common family functions. For example, telling your spouse or any other family members that you will do the laundry or cook dinner, something like that. Communication is the way individual family members share their emotions with one another. For example, sadness, anger, happiness, etc. A healthy families are able to communicate well in both areas. So when we are providing services, so we have to make sure that our clients have a strong family support system, and we have to understand the atmosphere or the environment of client's family or family system. So it is very important in social work. Let's talk about clear versus masked and direct versus indirect communication. Clear communication occurs when messages are spoken clearly. Sorry. Clear communication occurs when messages are spoken clearly and the content is easily understood by other family members. Masked communication occurs when the message is muddied or vague. Communication is direct if the person spoken to is the person for whom the message is intended. Communication is indirect if the message is not directed to the person for whom it is intended. How to build effective family communication? So, when we are providing services or we're working with our clients, we have to educate them about family communication system, or how we have to think that how we can help our clients to build up an effective communication within their family members. So we have to make sure that communicate frequently, find time to communicate clearly and directly, be an active listener, pay attention to nonverbal cues, be positive. It is very important for family members to verbally compliment and encourage one another because it helps improve the communication among the family members and increase the satisfaction with family relationship. Poor communication is associated with an increased risk of family problems such as divorce, marital separation, or more behavioral problems in the children. Culturally competent. How does a family member become culturally competent to another family member in the same family? So we know that culture is a big part of our society right now, and it's changing dramatically. Being culturally competent includes knowledge, attitudes, and skills that support caring for people across different behaviors or values. Your family members might have different behaviors than yours. For example, sexual orientation is now a part of culture. One of your family members might be lesbian or gay, so you have to be competent on homosexuality or same-sex culture in order to have an effective communication and relationship with your family members. So we have to educate our clients how to deal with other family members that might have different values or behaviors or psychological norms than our own clients. Unclarity about communication can cause anxiety and other symptoms. The last bullet is talking about communication problems can raise and family stress level. When a family member has co-occurring, for example, if a family member has co-occurring disorders, communication can sometimes require extra effort. Mental health disorder can cause people to withdraw or misread people or miss social cues. Substance use would be another example. Substance use can further complicate communication by worsening psychiatric symptoms of driving disruptive and dishonest behaviors. Effective communication serves as preventive maintenance, reassuring family members that they care about each other and appreciate each other's efforts. Good everybody communication can also make it easier to bring up.
Okay, so now that we have looked at communication processes within families, let's go into practice application of family systems theory. So practice applications draw on strengths-based systemic practice principles and methods. And the goal of family therapy using this theory is to assist members of the family towards greater levels of differentiation. So that would include decreased blaming and reactivity and increased responsibility of self and cognitive functioning. And as a therapist, you must connect to the family without becoming emotionally attached and emotionally reactive yourself. So for example, if we were working with the Meza family in therapy, we would use journaling, meditation, and other self-care techniques to increase responsibility of self. And for the strengthening the family interactions as a whole, we would use a genogram or EcoMap, and this is to help the family visualize problems in their system and how they relate to one another. We could also use positive reframing as an intervention, and that's just saying that for every negative thought or feeling a family member expresses towards another, there is a positive characteristic or a trait being expressed behind that. And another intervention to strengthen family interactions would be segmenting. So with that, as a therapist, you work with a portion of the family at a time. So this would be helpful with Mrs. Meza and her mother-in-law, working with them individually, and also to work with the children in the family individually, just to get a better understanding between them, and that would help to smooth out the interactions of the family as a whole.